You go first.
Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? Chris here from Fake Sports News, bringing you guys another video. You know what time it is. We're back at it again with another collab with the GOAT himself. Hello to all the legends out there.
That's right, he got the memo. What's up, legend? It's Dimsii here, and I am with F as in Chris, aka Fake Sports News Chris. Uh, so we will be going over week one briefly, and talking about a prediction, and however, we're going into week two, predicting who we have winning for week two. So, should we go into week one, Chris?
Yeah, we can kick it right off with our predictions for week one. Most of our predictions pretty much lined up. We both had Breach winning on Friday. Pretty sure that was an upset. But we both did think that Vegas had a really good chance of upsetting, so that one wasn't really too surprising to anybody. Yeah. Did you have anything else you thought about that series when you watched it?
I was just looking at this and just thinking, how is this happening to Boston? And the change that they had for Vivid out and Brem, like what a freaking name by the way, and I don't know what to say for Boston. I mean, it's kind of why subliners own these guys. I'm not trying to get to that.
It's the New York Boston thing, bro.
I know that all-time records don't mean shit, but Boston has never beaten us in their franchise history. So they actually beat us in this season. I'm not gonna be happy. I'm not gonna be mad. So
I feel
whatever. Anyway, London Royal Ravens versus the Thieves. I wasn't too surprised with London. They are horrible. Both not winning a single map this weekend. Losing to the LA Thieves 3-0 and Optic Texas 3-0. Yes, the Optic one. Thank God, predict that one right. And then the New York Sublime versus the Atlanta Faze. I'm happy about that one.
I mean, for everybody watching my POV, what happened? The Ravens series, we'll get them next time. I wasn't expecting a 3-0. You guys know I said Game 5. I liked Ravens. I thought they'd improve, but I guess it was just a cap thing. And with the Subliners Phase series, it was coin toss round 11. Both teams played really well. Happy for the Subliners, happy for Phase. I like those two teams being in the top four. So either way, I wasn't really going to be too upset even if Phase lost. It was just a great series, so can't be mad at that.
Yeah, I actually agree. Absolutely agree. And then for day number 2, man, Saturday was just, wow. I mean, the Rokkr home series. Yeah, there's complaints like usual, but listen, if you don't like this type of thing happening, if you're opposing team like the LAG or Mutineers, you gotta call this out beforehand. You know?
Facts.
But that's all I'm saying. Yeah, but overall, I was watching Attach's stream and they had a good caster, a sports event, live sports event caster announcing all the Rokkr players.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, it was nice. Yeah, hoping Subbars could incorporate that somehow, please. And so maybe I can go to every single one of them if I can.
At least you guys get events.
Yeah, we do. Faze does not have. How does Faze not have events yet? That is the
Let's not talk about it. I went to one event in 2020 and then poof, we never had any more events after that. So I'm just like,
why is whack, bro?
I don't know. Faze has a lot of money.
Okay. First off, someone at Subliner that's watching this, I'm gonna have a TikTok video ready of venues and locations you guys can use for majors. All right, stay tuned for that one. But anyway, let's get out with the Rokkr ones first, and then get on with the rest of the matches. Start for the self promo there, Chris.
I'm gonna stop us right there. That was savage as hell, bro. I mean, I'm just gonna acknowledge that was savage for everybody out there. I know my viewers are probably like, sheesh. So I mean, typical. Hey, if you got the mic, use it. But yeah, Florida series.
All right, so
pretty much same.
Florida series.
I mean, there's just a stomping. There's not a lot to say. Capsule's 15 and 32 one map. I mean, the guy just got chokeslammed. I'm off it, but there's not a lot to talk about.
Yeah. Don't expect a 3-0 from them.
No.
And then the Rokkr versus LAG series. I got this one 6 points. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
6 points, Dimsii. You know what? Yo, I gotta. Okay, for my legends, all right. last week, I'm gonna turn off my camera for this one. All right. Oh, oops. There we go. There we go. All right. As you legend can see, yes, I predicted the Optic London Series 3-0. I predicted the Rokkr versus LEG Series 3-1 and the Sublime versus Faze 3-2. I got
Nice.
all 6 points, double points across the board. Lucky
Nice.
Dimsii here. It's nice because I'm trying to go up in the leaderboard, hoping to get something this year. But whatever, like I did in Cold War. Yes, I actually got a prize in Cold War.
Oh
It's a bit of a
shit.
hard process. Yeah, it was a bit of a hard process to get it. Luckily, my mother was around back then to help me out with it. Now she's gone, and yeah,
Oh
I'm my dad.
man. I'm
But
sorry for your
but
loss,
yeah,
bro.
it's fine, it's fine. Yeah. So on a lighter note, Rokkr to the LEG 3-1. Kind of didn't expect the map there. I mean, I guess I did because Rokkr was a bit mediocre, but at the same time, LEGs have been better either.
What?
And what do you have to say, Chris?
I'm trying to think of what they won. Did they win the S&D? No, Rocker won the S&D. LAG won map one. I just saw the highlights earlier today.
So how?
Yeah, I mean, like we talked about last week, pretty much the only map I thought LAG could take in this series was opening hardpoint, and that's what ended up happening. Joe went like 36 and 18 or something, and yeah, he just took him to prison on Fortress and locked him in. So that was pretty much it. Other than that, Fame and Cammy were really the stars of the show for Minnesota in that series. Fame was the star of the show all day. And yeah, Minnesota, they look pretty good going into this week. I have some thoughts, but yeah.
Man, yeah, he did look good in the Rocker series in both series that day. And it actually, and I believe it has to do with the momentum factor that Rocker does have. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's their home major, it's their land, and Attach was streaming there too. I mean, it's hyping the crowd up. I don't have much to say about that, but I don't know, hopefully we see more of these around the league. But
There's
yeah,
one
so
more
let's
this
get out.
season.
Oh yeah, there is one more. It's in Minnesota this time,
Mm-hmm.
inside Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Screw
Mm-hmm.
the Brewers. Anyway, Ultra versus the Boston Breach. Man, the world major champions just went 0-2 this weekend in terms of maps. I don't know what happened there. I guess Boston came out pissed off and just took it on the Ultra because Jesus, 3-2. I was surprised. Let me go check this one out. Let me see. Is there a way I can take a look? No? Okay. Never mind. It was 3-2, and I was actually surprised that Boston could actually win a freaking map 5. Wow.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
actually impressed.
their map five record with Beans is pretty good. I think they're 2-1 overall, 3-1 after this series, but they were 0-5 before they picked him up. Then they picked him up and they won two in a row. They lost one after that. That was against Ultra, I think, at the major. Then they won this game five against Ultra. So game fives looked a lot better with Beans. So that wasn't too shocking for me. It was also 1-2 series count for the season. So they have traded, and I'm sorry, it was 1-1. So they have traded fairly recently. The last time they played was online, and Beans, of course, did really badly, but they slammed Ultra, and that's ironically what caused them to bring in uh, Hixie for Standing. But this time, Ultra got slammed by Boston, and Boston made the roster change. So funny how that works. Um, Boston wins both times, and somebody changes teams. So interesting series. Game five, dub for Boston. They're definitely on an uptick, and yeah, I think they'll keep that going.
All right, so now we are going into the tides of the waves of Seattle Surge
Mm-hmm.
versus the Los Angeles Thieves. And I don't know what happened here. I predicted 3-2 for Surge, but Thieves took it 3-1 to Seattle. So I got nothing much to say on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing as always with Seattle. Roller coaster team. One week they look really good. The next week they look absolutely lost. They didn't win a single map in the series on map 3. They were in danger of getting 3-0'd, and then they won the control 3-2. And that was it. Map 4. They played pretty tight, but they got smoked. I mean, all the respawns were really close. The S&D was pretty close, I think. But I think Thieves are just a step ahead of Surge, and the vetoes were definitely in their favor. So, in terms of Surge's performance, I wouldn't say that it's time to hit the panic button yet or say that they're on the decline again. I think it was just an off day. I guess we'll stay on Surge because they were the first match of Sunday. So, what did you think about the series against the Ultra? I found it really
All
interesting.
right, all right. So yeah, I was again. I was surprised when I saw this. I'm like, how did Ultra get 0-2'd out the home set this weekend? I mean, I don't know. I don't have much to say like this one for the Thieves. I guess Serge pulled it together. I mean, like the coach said, he's like, "Oh, we're not gonna change. Oh, don't ask me to change." Was a bit cocky there, but ground, and he actually proved us wrong.
He
I
did.
mean, I'll give it to him, Mister Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
That's his name on Twitter.
Shout out
So
to
I'm not
Sam Phoenix.
yeah. Mm. Now let's get on with the real matches that I got right. Optic versus the Ravens. I'm not surprised because Ravens are pissed.
Yeah,
Uh,
Ravens are pretty bad. I had this one going 3-1 in favor of Optic. I thought Ravens would steal a map. I thought they could probably, if they played the vetoes well, they could probably take the opening map 1, if not the map 2. They've been playing really well in S&D before they picked up Yuli, but everything just went to hell in a handbasket with their first few reps with them. So we'll see how things go this week. But yeah, I mean, it was a stomping from Optic. They dominated them the whole way through, and they just dog walked them. So not a lot to say there. On the Seattle side, I wasn't expecting this to go to Game 5, but Seattle, as you guys know when we were talking about it last week, was a team that had a lot of upset potential. So this series was a 50-50. Just interesting to see Seattle come out so flat on Saturday and then come out so hot on Sunday. Not really a great sign if you're trying to be a good team overall, but a win is a win, and it's definitely something to build off of momentum-wise, so can't be mad at a 3-2 victory. And then last series of the weekend, I got full 3 points, so I know my team, I guess, until they face subliners, and I don't know my team. Um, yeah, so it was a 3-2 for Faze. Game 5, it shouldn't have gone to a Game 5. They absolutely trolled the map 3, the map 4. They could have won it in 3 and definitely in 4. Yeah, it was just very sloppy play from Faze and the respawns as usual lately. What did you think about this series? They also lost the map 2 on Embassy, which they were 9-0 on, so that was interesting.
I don't know. I just feel like with this change since the beginning, I knew that when they took out our cities from the roster, Slash wasn't gonna make them bad,
Mm-hmm.
but things were gonna change a bit significantly for this team.
Absolutely,
I
it's
mean,
just
they
going to
don't
be
have
different.
that. They, yeah, it's a bit different, the Slasher. So yeah, overall, I mean, W for me out of this weekend, especially on Friday. But all my 6 points, baby. Let's go on my double point. Shit, let's hope that this happens throughout week 2. Which should we go on to week 2, Chris?
Yeah, let's hop right into it because I'm 5-5. I'm trying to stop looking at this ish. Like I'm actually getting heated, bro. It's a bad week. Let's not talk about last week anymore. All right, so switching over to
Okay,
this
okay.
week's schedule, we kick things off with Boston taking on London, and I will go again, ladies and gentlemen. I will die on this hill. Game 5, London Royal Ravens. They are not going to win the Game 5 in my mind. I'm going 0-5 the stage. If you watch the last video that we did. But I think it'll be a Game 5. I think Boston walk away with it. It's for $10,000, and London is damn sure not making champs. So this is their champs. That's why I think it's going to be a Game
Yeah.
5. Yeah. So what are your thoughts on this matchup?
Yeah, like you said, I mean, at this point of the stage, London just may not make it. I mean, they might have to have a rebuild after the season. Very unfortunate this year, man. I mean, they were, but I mean, if you like in the beginning of this era, I mean, London was okay. I mean, they did make they were like in Championship Sunday and Champs and MW, but it doesn't change shit. So they just fell off from there.
They also dropped
Ever
the
since they dropped.
Twins. So
The Twins 0, which man, I don't know what's going on. Who's making those decisions? Just fire the GM, please. Who's ever running that organization? Just, just get dropped from the
they,
Ravens.
they also like to get international talent, which is a big problem in the CDL because everybody has to play in North America. So if they didn't, if they just stuck to like North American players, I feel like they'd have less roster issues because they always have to like sort something
Yeah,
out with their
that's what I'm.
European players and then bring
I
in
mean,
North
I'm
Americans
I'm getting
anyways.
what they're doing. They're trying to like cater to the European audience,
Mm-hmm.
but then again, the league is like it's super freaking American, where EU and the other side of the world they don't even have a chance to view the matches live. And I
Right.
feel like just like the Overwatch League, they should have an encore match, just like how they had for every Overwatch League match. I watched the New York Excelsior ones when
Mm.
they were in the Eastern in that one season, 2020. I can't even keep up live. Like I'm not gonna wake up at I know people are gonna call me regular fan. Yeah, you know, real fan.
Casual, casual.
Like, dude, I'm not gonna wake up at 6 a.m. just turn on my screen and just ruin my fucking eyes. Like, nah, dude,
Not
I'm
doing that.
sorry. And also, Excelsior's been like falling off the past few years. Let's hope they can actually do something. Anyway, so let's get on with the battle of the Sea Bros, the Seattle Surge
The Battle of
versus
the
the
Seamen.
Florida. Oh God, stop. The Seattle Surge, the Florida Mutineers. I don't know, man. I'm gonna pick Florida to take this one, Game 5.
Hey, that's not a bad choice. I mean, this one's a pretty serious coin toss. Florida's gotten a lot better in respawn with their new team. Seattle is,
Yeah.
like I said before, super up and down. I have Game 5 Seattle. I just feel like their hard point is going to carry them. I don't see them losing map 1 and 4. And I see them probably taking the control as well. So I think, I don't know. I mean, it could be a 3-1. If they take the control, it'll definitely be a 3-1, obviously. But I feel like Florida will steal a respawn somewhere, probably the map 1. That's why I think it's a game 5. But I could see where Florida would win this. Seattle's definitely in weird form right now, but I'm going to stick with the favorites and go with Seattle here. So our last
That's
matchup
fair.
is New York versus Minnesota. I'll let you kick that one off as our resident New York fan.
All right, legend. So everybody knows, Subliner versus Rokkr. Ooh, man. I'm gonna give this one a 3-1 New York. 3-1.
It's fair. It's very fair.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the home series for Rokkr. So that's fun. That's good. And for the Subliners, I mean, they did beat Faze last week, but I don't know how that would translate against the Rokkr. I know that they're gonna do. I know for I can't wait for the comments that it's online. Don't care. Uh, I know the Subliners are gonna take this one 3-1 over. I think Rocker's gonna take the hard point map 1, but Subliners are gonna take it all the way through map 4. So Subliners with 4.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I gave Subliners a 2 map cushion just because I feel like with the honeymoon phase coming in for Rokkr, um, it's just gonna be hard for them to counter their playstyle. They don't have a lot of VOD on them, and they don't really know how to game plan for some of their um, like strategies and breakoffs, things like that. So I feel like Rokkr steal some maps in the series somewhere, but I think New York is clearly just a better team right now. Knock on wood. So yeah, same thought process. I'm thinking New York win it. I really thought it would be a 3-1, but I said 3-2 out of respect to Minnesota and how dangerous they looked on their land last week, albeit against some really, really mid teams.
All right, whatever. Let's get on with week 2. Day 2.
Mm-hmm.
Vegas Legion versus the London Royal Ravens.
All right, you know what I'm gonna say before I say it. Um, Make it rain.
You say it, bro.
Standy, tall. Standy on my money. What do you say? Whatever. 6-9-2 or something. Whatever. So stand on the W. Vegas 3-2. That's what I'm gonna say. I think Vegas's S&D is leaps and bounds above Ravens. I think Standy's the GOAT SMG that this team needed. And I think it's game 5 win for Legion. I feel like London will probably steal some hard points, some respawns in there. I feel like these two teams are very much on even footing in terms of just how many simple mistakes they make. So that's why I think it's game 5. In terms of S&D, I feel like Vegas is just more polished between these two. So I think Vegas win it. It's more likely going to be a 3-1 though, just because of how Standy's been playing in the respawns. But I just think London is so cagey, it's hard to predict.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. Anyway, let's get on with the next one. Ooh, the Battle of LA versus the Los Angeles Thieves versus the Los Angeles Guerillas.
I don't know if you know
Remind me of the
this,
Dodger.
but
Huh?
I don't know if you knew this, but LA Thieves is actually like 0-6 against LA Guerillas. I swear to God.
I know. I know.
The
Angel versus Dodgers. I'm thinking of right now.
Angels versus Dodgers. Otani versus.
Oh no, no. Actually, you know what? Lakers versus Clippers.
Okay, both are mid. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
They're
Both are mid.
I was gonna bring up hockey, but once in Anaheim. Anyway, back to topic. All right, Thieves versus Guerillas. I don't even know what to say. I really hope Thieves can win this one. Break that streak against the Los Angeles Guerillas. Thieves, I swear, win this for my double points, please. Please win at my double points. I'm gonna have. I think I'm gonna have this one. I'm gonna have this a 3-1. I'm having it 3-1. I don't care.
Let's go. Let's go. We're in sync. All right, 3-1 LAT. Run it up. I think Thieves
Right,
sweep the respawns. Maybe Guerillas take map one like they typically do. If they get an embassy, they probably take map one. But I feel like Guerillas are just kind of chalked. Like everybody knows how they play. They can't really switch things up too much just because their team is locked and their money's chalk. So yeah, it's just rough for this team. They're just fighting. So 3-1 LA Thieves, and then the next matchup. Damn, we got two bangers to close out Saturday, my man. You see that?
God.
That's
Oh
crazy.
God.
That's crazy. I think back-to-back game fives.
Boo. Lame wall. Boo.
Hey,
Looking
that's
like
him
the New
saying
York
that. That's
Jets.
not me. No association. No association,
Looking like
Optic fans.
looking like the New York Jets out here.
Oh,
No,
hell
but
no.
seriously.
Hell no.
Anyway, yeah. So us a New York 3-0.
New York 3-0. Interesting. All right. I have it going the exact opposite way.
I'm kidding. 3-1. You green wallers. There. In fact, well, let me see. Do I have double points? Yeah, I'm booking this. Double points. Book it. I don't give a fuck. 3-1. Still winning. Still
3-1?
winning. Yes, 3-1. We beat these fucks last time. Come on now. Ooh, good second place. You're gonna touch bell. Shut up.
Bro.
Chris, you wanna go on? And
It's the ladder cheese, man. Dan Ghostie's going to be watching that ladder. No, I'm joking. But I think it's a 3-2 for Optic Texas. I know you're not going to like this one. I think New York take the hard points. Possibly. Optic is so good at hard point. If there's a fortress in that series, we know which way it's going. So I'll say 3-2 Optic. I feel like their vetoes, they're going to troll in the vetoes. But New York is also a team that likes to troll in the vetoes a lot. I know you probably have said that many times watching the series this year. So I think it's a 3-2. I think the series is going to be really weird in terms of the maps. I think Hydro gets through. That's the only thing I am really sure about. I think Fortress is probably Ego Chow for New York for map 1. If it is, or I'm sorry, map 4 is probably Optic's pick. So I'll say Fortress for that one, and they probably bank on that. New York probably take the S&D. Optic probably take map 1. Game 3 is a toss-up. Game 5 guaranteed. I think Optic take the game 5 though. I feel like Subliners Lightning will not strike in the same spot twice with game 5s against top-tier teams. So I think Optic get it done. I'll acknowledge that their game 5 record is atrocious. So it's like 2-8 or something. It's insane. But yeah, I think Optic. So last matchup of the day is going to be my boys. Call me biased, call me crazy. And if you are... Alright, I'm not even going to make the joke. But I was going to say, if you're a really, like, fine lady, call me anytime. But that's just so tired. But yeah, I think Faze 3-2.
yes, sir. We're on the same boat, baby. Finally, we're on the same boat. I'm thinking Faze 3-2 also.
Let's get it. I mean, I will say that my honest pick for the last series was 3-1 for New York, just because I feel like Optic hasn't been tested yet. But it's a new week, so that's why I switched and said 3-2 Optic before we recorded this. I think same thing for Toronto and Faze. I feel like Toronto is going to start looking more like themselves this week, and I feel like Faze is going to start looking more like themselves this week. So that's why I think it's a 3-2 for Faze. I feel like the S&Ds kind of cancel out, as odd as it sounds. But I feel like the control is where Toronto has the edge, and I feel like the hardpoint is where Faze has the edge. They're actually 7-1 against Toronto in hardpoint this year, I believe. and they beat them with Hixie the last time they traded. So it was 1-1, but they were 6-0 going into their last matchup in winners finals. So I think the hard point is clearly an advantage of Faze. I think they take both, probably just one hard point, and I think the S&Ds are definitely in their favor. But Toronto is a strong team, so I think the control goes their way regardless, and I think the S&Ds will probably be the only way for Faze to get it done, and sealing one hard point. What are you thinking with this one?
Yeah, basically too. I think Ultra take a hard point, the map one hard point to control, but Faze are gonna have it at 2, 4, and 5 in map count.
That's fair.
2, 4, 5. Yeah.
They've yet to beat Faze in the map 1 this year, ironically though. So maybe they'll break the curse this time.
Oh, so.
I definitely
All right,
do not
now
hope so, but
that's concluding day 2.
it'll be interesting.
This is the Los Angeles. All right, we're gonna get quickly with this one. This is they're the Los Angeles Guerillas. This is the Battle of Los Angeles Guerillas versus Las Vegas Legion.
Mm-hmm.
2 mid teams. I don't know. Vegas. I'm gonna go with Vegas in this one.
Same.
I'm gonna go Vegas 3-1.
3-1, respectable.
All right. I need to turn on my webcam for this segment. So here you go.
All right. I'm going to say 3-2 Vegas. I feel like LAG is a really good hardpoint team, and that's pretty much the only mode that they're really strong in, but they're also a sneaky good control team. If they can get a Fortress or an Asilo through against a team like Vegas that is absolutely horrid at control, I think they definitely take the control. And possibly, if they play the vetoes right, the map 1 also. But I think Vegas get 2, 4, and 5 most likely, and I think it's 3-2 regardless. Next matchup.
Same thing. All right, go on.
We have Toronto taking on the Florida Mutineers. I'll let you kick this one off. I have some interesting thoughts.
Yeah. So I do think Ultra wins this in map 5.
Same page.
Yeah, solely because Florida's good. They're not bad as I thought last week, but again, I think Ultra can actually beat these guys out to a map 5. So don't got much to say.
I agree. I think Ultra's a really good team, obviously, like we both have said. They're also a really good S&D team, like we both have mentioned a couple times. And, yeah, against Florida, I feel like it's going to be a straight-up bang-out. Both are really good at, obviously, S&D. Both have been struggling a little bit in Hardpoint online in Stage 4. But they've played some pretty close games, and they've definitely come close enough to beating top-tier teams in Hardpoint, where I would say that Toronto should have the edge in Respawn, but I feel like Mutineers will probably take an extra map somewhere that we're not expecting. I think they probably take the S&D and then maybe the map 4 if they get like a Mercado or something that they are really good at. So yeah, game 5 Ultra, but yeah, more than likely a 3-1.
That's fair. Now let's kick off the last banger. Wow. Ooh. What do we got here?
I'm going to be honest with you.
Chris?
I'm thinking it's a 3-2 for the LA Thieves. They are currently sitting 3-2 in the season series. There's just something about this Optic versus Thieves matchup that clearly doesn't work for any iteration of the Optic Texas or Optic Chicago or Chicago Huntsman lineup. So, yeah, I think 3-2 Thieves. I don't know how it happens. I think this is going to be a crazy-ass series. Both are so good at hardpoint. Both are pretty mid at S&D. Yep. Controls okay for both. So, it's going to be a bang-out. 3-2 Thieves my call.
Yeah, 3-2 Thieves my call also. Let's hope Thieves can get this one for my double points. I have them winning 2 of my double points, and then Florida on my double points also.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's about it for day number 2 for our prediction. Let's hope I get this one right, especially the New York ones. I'd like to thank you, Legends, for actually listening to our predictions. I hope you guys like these videos with Fakesportsnews Chris. Go subscribe to his channel. And that's about it. Dimsii, out.
Yeah, I hope you guys appreciate Dimsii for coming out and doing the collab. He is absolutely the GOAT. Be sure to go check out his content and subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. If you haven't already, what the hell are you doing? Anyways, Thanks for all the love lately, guys. Just hit 150 today. Big milestone. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hope you have a great morning, noon, or night wherever you may be on this beautiful planet. And shout out to all the legends out there. Hope you guys have a great one as well. And we will catch you guys on the next collab. Peace.